Hello, and welcome back to Snow Rain. Kind of on a little bit of the clock here, as we've got some tasks to do because, unfortunately, B16 actually, I made an expensive error. I actually had to drive back to the garage to get this trailer because I didn't think to grab a trailer when I was driving over here. But, as you can see, our fuel carrier is getting low. We do have some in the cab, but at the end of the day, we need to get going. So, we're going to show off a shortcut here, because this coming up stretch of the road winds its way uphill and is icy. So, certain vehicles without chains could have a problem. And so I want to show off the alternate path, which is just come up right here. Be careful, you hit one of these wrong, you can do suspension damage, potentially pop a tire. Hopefully, because I have one of the two unique engines in, we should be able to get up this. If not, I can always detach the trailer and just winch it up. But this is a little alternate path, essentially. Okay, I didn't think this through because I did not even think about the fact that the bumper would get in the way. That, and that killed my momentum, and as you can see, that's causing all kinds of problems. What we're gonna have to do is get this truck up here, and then we'll, I guess, winch the trailer up again. This is probably also what I did for trying to use a truck with old heavy engines instead of a special class engine. Yeah, the bumper's getting caught on that rock. I don't have the most powerful engine. I wasn't really satisfied with how much fuel it was burning, which is why I took the first of the unique engines. Okay, there's one other idea I've got. Let's try that. Be careful not to roll this. But if I go at this for an angle, it should. Okay, now we just need to grab the trailer. Oh, and have the power pole make things hard, because why not? Oh no. Let's see if the... I don't care if I have to reload everything. We can get this close enough to grab onto what I wanted to grab onto. It's that. And I know it's gonna happen, but I don't care. Reason I don't care is because we got the trailer. I'll just bring the trailer up here, and then we can grab. Actually, no. Well, I guess we're getting the legitimate Amur experience. The original plan was to use the R87 to do landslide on the highway, because it was fuel-efficient modern scout engine, but I found a place to roll it where there isn't really a good angle to rescue it with its own autonomous winch. So, that's why we're using the PLAD. I was just trying to be efficient. That second set of service spare parts is for the bridge. I only actually need this one, so I'll come back and grab that one this later. But right now, you got a bridge to build. And a ER-87 to rescue. What I'll probably do is I'll have the ER bring the scout trailer here and I'll reload it with the train onto the ER. And have the ER deliver it. And that will probably be the more fuel-efficient way to do this. In this area, you want to slow down because this area can and will cause your vehicle to roll. Now, if the yard was facing the other way, I may have been able to get it out, but unfortunately the yard's so heavy that I can't really use these small trees to rescue it, which is why the PLAD is having to come to its rescue. And while we're here, we might as well repair the suspension. Or at least some of the suspension. So we don't get disabled by hitting a concrete slab. Now we may use the trailer later, but I'm going to just drop it here. I don't need it. Originally, this was supposed to be the Freightliner 114 show, just because of that 300-liter fuel tank and the fact that we kind of have a hybrid to use. Also wish that this little part wasn't here. It's not too big of a deal, but it's more of a, I wish there wasn't this obstacle. It's not too bad to get through, it's just personally I would to just not happen. So, the reason I came down here was to, at the top of that little hill on the other side of that wooden bridge, there's a rock purposely and perfectly positioned for continuity rolls. So I was driving around that, and as you can see, disaster struck because when you're in a relatively light truck, the small loading crate really throws off your balance. So gotta be bringing something bigger. Thankfully, it's close enough that the water's not too deep, so I can actually do this rescue. You get, if I fell in closer to the ice, there would be a problem in terms of water depth, but thankfully, and I'd actually probably have to pay for it or bring in a heavy crate, but thankfully, neither has to happen. The real question is, can the PLAD beat the current? I actually don't know the answer to that question. So I guess let's drag this a little and then back up. Okay, without the weight of the truck, we can back up. Okay, that's good. Just a little too far back. Okay, now we've got enough traction to get this thing real life electronic components, battery, and shot. You'll probably have to take it back for a full rebuild of all the wiring. So, thank God this is a video game, and all that to do is get it back onto its wheels. And I think this is where I'm going to call it. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for episode 3, where we pick up where this episode was supposed to start, which was me recovering the semi-trailer to use with this truck.